Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. We now tell you a rather troubling story from the Twin Island Republic. Pandemonium broke out in Morvant on Tuesday evening when two gunmen opened fire on a crowded basketball court, leaving two children aged 9 and 11 seriously injured, with the 9-year-old boy fighting for his life at a hospital after being shot in the head. The shooting incident also left one man dead and another wounded. According to the police, around 6:40 p.m., a car stopped at the entrance to the basketball court in Monrepo, and two gunmen emerged and began shooting in the direction of Morvant resident Eusebio Roberts and another man he was standing next to. Police said as Roberts, 49, fell to the ground, the gunmen walked up and stood over him, continuing to fire. A total of 31 projectiles were later recovered at the scene. Roberts, a father of 5, worked as a ward supervisor at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex. The gunman then turned and started shooting at Roberts' 37-year-old friend. The man was shot in the chest but ran through the basketball court, with the gunmen continuing their pursuit and shooting indiscriminately. As the gunmen fled the area in the waiting car, residents who ran and hid ventured out and found a 9-year-old boy on the roadway, bleeding from a gunshot wound to the head. An 11-year-old boy was also lying in a drain with a shot in the right leg. Both children were rushed for urgent medical care. On Thursday, police said the 9-year-old boy remained in critical condition, while the 11-year-old was said to be stable. We now tell you that U.S. authorities have seen a spike in weapons smuggling to Haiti and the Caribbean in recent months, officials said on Thursday, promising to boost efforts to combat the trade that is fueling rampant gang violence in Haiti and rising crime in the region. The announcement follows several bloody outbreaks of gang violence in Haiti that included gun battles in downtown Port-au-Prince and comes as countries such as the Bahamas and Jamaica are reporting rising incidents of gun-linked homicides. I quote, "Not only have we seen a marked uptick in the number of weapons, but a serious increase in the caliber and type of firearms being illegally trafficked," end of quote, said Anthony Salisbury, special agent in charge of the Homeland Security Investigations, Miami. I quote, "We have been ramping up our efforts to stem the flow of illicit weapons into Haiti and the Caribbean," end of quote, he said, flanked by officials from other agencies, including the Coast Guard and Customs and Border Protection. The Ministry of Health and Wellness in Belize has reported that as part of its enhanced surveillance of monkeypox, 3 persons have been tested for the virus and have been reported as negative. In a statement, the ministry says there are 4 additional cases that are being closely monitored. Samples have been taken from those persons and results are expected shortly. The ministry's surveillance of monkeypox is being conducted by its teams locally and regionally. The ministry says public health measures such as hand washing, sanitizing, social distancing, and wearing of masks while indoor and in crowded spaces are encouraged to reduce transmission of both monkeypox and COVID-19. And finally, the World Health Organization's vaccine advisors on Thursday recommended that people most at risk from COVID-19 should be offered a second booster dose to increase their immunity. The Strategic Advisory Group of Experts on Immunization, SAGE, said following initial vaccination, typically consisting of 2 doses, and an already recommended first booster dose, specific groups of people should be offered an additional jab. I quote, "We are doing this on the basis, obviously, of observations in relation to waning immunity and particularly of Omicron," end of quote, WHO Senior Health Advisor Joachim Hornbach told reporters via video link. The UN Health Agency has already recommended that all adults receive a booster shot 4 to 6 months after an initial round of vaccination, typically consisting of 2 jabs. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining.